Welcome back once again to the WCS America Season 1 Finals. What you see on screen before your eyes, a beautiful signed collector's edition of Heart of the Swarm. We're giving away 2 of them here from the MLG Finals, signed by all 8 players and, of course, the casters. Special...
Oh god, they just showed my handwriting on screen. This is embarrassing.
There is one special copy somewhere that I accidentally signed twice.
Yes, you are so full of yourself.
I'm that narcissistic jerk that's like, I'm just going to autograph this thing twice. I thought they were 2 different boxes, man, I swear.
I would not want to win that one.
That's the most special of them all. One of a kind.
That
Not another one like it anywhere in the world.
Because no one wants to be that guy who thinks he's that important that he has to sign it twice, man.
If you would like to win a special autographed collector's edition of Heart of the Swarm, there are 2 options. Option 1 is tweet hashtag WCS. Get us trending on Twitter, and we will select one of those hashtag WCS tweets and award it with a collector's edition. Option 2 is to follow MLG Official on Instagram. Check out all the hipster MLG photos of the event.
Yeah, only hashtags. We do not do hashtag no filter over there.
Hashtag hipsters only.
Hashtag we love MLG. Hashtag MLG. Hashtag StarCraft.
Hashtag lens flare.
Hashtag Starbucks.
Yeah.
Everything. Hashtag everything.
Hashtag
Hashtag BarCraft.
Hashtag MacBook Pro.
Hashtag Zerk. Hashtag Pro Tools. It doesn't really matter what you hashtag on Instagram. All I see on Instagram is hashtags.
We're pretty dumb, I gotta say.
Maybe we're just not hip enough. Maybe we're too old for this.
I think so. we're like those old parents that are trying to fit in and trying to be cool, but
You know, I made an Instagram. I have like 45 pictures on it, but on a certain moment, I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it.
we were laughing because my sister was teasing you about not being hipster enough.
Yeah, I tried. I tried really hard. I was like, you know what? I'm in New York. I'm gonna tweet or I'm gonna Instagram a picture of my breakfast. And then when someone said that it was a terrible composition and very uncreative, my hipster dreams gone.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and fire up this next game. Good luck, have fun, go, go, go. It's gonna be on Whirlwind. This is game 2, Alive versus Revival. Remember, folks, tweet hashtag WCS and follow MLG Official on Instagram for your chance at some of those collector's editions. Kev, I think it's time we talk about some StarCraft.
You know what I think would be very smart? If you make a tweet about encouraging other people to follow MLG Official on Instagram while hashtagging WCS in the tweet.
That is next level meta. It's like we're going deeper.
That's guaranteed, Mr. Bit, a double signed autograph collector's edition of StarCraft 2.
That is social media inception. That's what that is. Okay. Spotting the top right-hand corner of Whirlwind, the Red Terran player, Evil Geniuses Alive. His opponent, his teammate, his bestie. Down in the bottom right, the Blue Zerg player, also on the Evil Geniuses, it is Revival.
You know, Ben, I only have one question in the back of my mind right now. Who do you think Coach Park is cheering for?
Oh, man, that's a good question. Whoever it is going to end up winning this tournament. What if it's Hero?
I mean, Hero does... Man, actually, we have the only 3 players remaining in this tournament are 3 players...
That's the power of Coach Park.
Under the wings of Coach Park.
That is the power of Coach Park, man.
You do not mess with Coach Park. A little bit of course, Revival, man. Once upon a time was part of Team TSL. He feared a very online duo back then with Hyun, who used to be part of TSL as well. He has won a crazy amount of play-amps. I think it's close to 50. It might even be over 50 play-amps. But Revival has never had that major offline victory. The first time we got to see and cast Revival was in IEM China in 2011, Guangzhou, into Extreme Masters. Was a lot of fun, was a good tournament, but back then the Kraken was unleashed all over Revival. And Greg was too much to handle.
The Grak was back, even if just for limited time only.
That was in the quarterfinal back then, so Revival knows what it is to go far in major offline tournaments.
Also, the only time I've ever seen Greg smile.
Yeah,
that was after beating Revival.
No, he was quite pleased with himself. And when we asked Idra about it, he said, well, that's because Revival is actually a good player, so I am happy when I win.
After Greg beat Elfie in the grand final, all he did was scowl.
He was so mad. I was really afraid to say congratulations because I thought he was going to snap.
Elfie didn't care. He just wanted to talk about Maru the cat.
Yes. And the funny, that was a good times. Good memories. That was when Revival was still on TSL. He joined EG, I would say, in the later half of 2012. And of course, Alive joined EG very recently, together with us.
Together with Coach Park.
Yep.
As part of the Coach Park acquisition.
And the Pro League performance has definitely gone up so far from EGTL.
No doubt about it. Command Center first opening here for Alive to go in that super economical route. These guys are not in super close positions, deceptively close on the mini-map, but it's not the same as if both players spawned at the top or if both players spawned at the bottom.
Alive has played this map a couple of times, and most of the time whenever he plays this band, he prefers a very standard Marine Marauder style with lots of Widow Mines. He showed us some really cool stuff with Widow Mines as well on this map against Killer, and also in one of his Pro League games that he played on Whirlwind, so I'd be surprised if we see him do anything different. Speed
Upgraded, not even speed upgraded, speed medevacs.
I was like, what's next?
Speed medevacs are very good on this map. It can be incredibly frustrating as a Zerg player trying to defend your third base, your main base, and your natural from drops because they are all in such close proximity to one another.
And Alive is such a scary player, man. Once he starts to work with 160, 170 supply, and he is able to drop all around the map, he is quick. Like, he likes to fight at 3 different places at a time.
Yeah, and he's done it in every game we've seen him play so far. Cruising along at a smooth 200 APM right now. Just get his hands warmed up. He can go much faster than that. We know.
Oh, we know, man. Revive on the other end, I think this is going to be a more standard game from him. Probably not going to go for that early aggression. One of his games, he likes to make a very minimum amount of Zerglings, by the way. He will get a handful of links, let's say 8 to 12 often. But after that, he relies on Queens for a very long time before actually starting to produce Roaches. So we will see. Alive might know his teammate very well, though. Might know that, whew, he's worried about something, man. Do you see that?
Yeah.
I kind of wonder what he saw that triggered that reaction. Perhaps because like Revival made such a big deal out of preventing that SFV to scout. Man, Alive is completely misreading this situation right now. He is expecting once more a lot of early aggression from Revival, but actually nothing like that is the case.
Yeah, meanwhile Revival's just adding lots and lots and lots of drones. I don't think this is going to hurt Alive that much. He is getting... No, he's going straight to Starport. As now he's going to lift that command center and float it out, realizing perhaps his misread on the situation. We're going to see some Hellbat drops out of the Terran player.
If you want to deal with Hellbat drops, I do strongly recommend you to at least get a couple of Roaches out. We only have 3 Queens out on the map right now. I think it would help Revival a lot if he gets 2 additional Queens just to chase down those Medevacs a little bit. First Hellbats are in production already, Ben.
Kev, we've got 16 Lings on the way, a Baneling nest going down.
This is different.
I'm starting to wonder. This might be a Baneling bust.
And how is it going to unfold when the Hellbats are on the other side of the map? Roach Warren is in production as well, though. So only 37 drones for Revival. Perhaps that's why he didn't make those additional Queens.
More and more Zerglings are on the way, though, trying to surround and kill these Hellions. If they can take them out, they will, of course, completely blind Alive to the situation. But I think Alive kind of realizes what's up. He's seen the Zergling. Look at this happy little Zergling. He is going to...
There is a Zergling in my base. I wonder how you say that in Korean. Oh my god, I wish I knew that.
There's the Banelings, 14 Banelings on the way, more reinforcing Zerglings in production as well.
No such thing as siege tanks. There are a couple of Hellbats, but if you clump them up together, they will still die to Baneling. Wow, Alive is actually going to pick up 2 Hellbats right now, Ben, and he's sending them away.
Oh no! There's only a single Hellbat there. Banelings will bust the front, but there are more Hellbats.
So how good are Hellbats in the hands of Alive and Medevacs?
I actually think they're going to be good enough, Kev. Actually, Zerglings running into the main base. A lot of Banelings blowing up on SCVs. There's going to be some serious damage taken here, Kevin. 10 workers killed already. Hellbats have been ferried up to the main where they will clean up the rest of the Lings. Hellbats underneath Medevacs. They can just kill Infinity Zerglings.
I love what Revive is doing, Ben. He's already rebuilding the wall, but I'm not sure if that's going to be in time.
The Happy Ling is still alive in the main.
Happy Ling will fall. More importantly, I think, is that the Zerglings once more are streaming through in the natural, but there are a couple of Hellbats to defend. But there are a lot of Roaches on the way as well. We have 7 Roaches out on the map and 5 more in production.
Man, a ton of damage taken here. And we have a 3-base Revival. He's only working on 38 drones, but he has killed a grand total of 18 SCVs.
And this was really good for Revival, Ben, but still not the end of the world for Alive, I think. That 3rd command center is in production. Revival definitely scouted it with the links that he had in the main base. So he's going to have to deal some more damage with these additional Roaches.
Here come those Roaches. That supply depot's not done, or excuse me, that bunker's not done, which means it cannot be repaired. Hellbats are very low on health, which is going to make them a very easy target for these Roaches. I don't know why he wants to kill depots right here, as there's a completely exposed expansion.
There is the drop is actually arriving in the natural right now. Here we do see those Hellbats going to town on most of these drones, but there is a Spore Crawler. The Queen is doing some work on these Medevacs, so eventually Revival should be able to deal with that drop.
And the drop does get dealt with. A couple more Banelings being morphed, and actually Alive is just going to tap out. Good game gets called. Revival with some high aggression Roach Baneling. We've seen a lot of it in Korea. And carrying over here to the WCS America Finals, evens up the series at 1 each.
Doesn't want to go to that phase of the game where our life can work around with a lot of Marines and Marauders and drops all over the place. Very different timing though than in the previous game. Previous game was much quicker. Poor Alive. Like first he played it very safe. He actually misread the situation when the 12 drones were on the way, and the moment that he started to lose a lot of links, Alive started to send his commands in.
It was really a bummer that he picked up those Hellbats right as the Baneling
first
bus
two
was coming. I don't know if it would have changed anything, but who knows? Maybe 4 Hellbats splash on those Banelings and they're not able to break through.
Well, in the start it was only Banelings and Zerglings, so if those 2 Hellbats are on the ground immediately, they get a couple of additional bonus shots off on those links. And maybe if he sees it a little bit quicker, if he flies out the medevac towards where those units were actually morphing, he will be able to get an additional ramp, because he didn't have an additional ramp on his main.
Or what if he can unload the Hellbats on top of the Banelings? And then
that would be good
and then you either blow up the Banelings on Hellbats not on the wall, or you lose the Banelings to the Hellbats.
Like, I mean, he had a good wall off in his natural, and it took quite a few Banelings to blow it up, but he didn't have an additional wall off up to the ramp to his main base. If he has another wall off there, those Zerglings are not going to enter the main base.
Yeah, and the Hellbats are just going to sit at the bottom of the ramp and roast everything. So I actually thought it was a huge risk for Revival to run his Lings up that ramp, because you're going to assume that there's going to be a wall there.
And what if like all the Lings run up and then 2 Hellbats sandwich you?
You shall not pass.
You will not leave.
All right, we're going to head into a short break. It will be game number 3, Alive versus Revival. When we get back, folks, don't go anywhere. WCS America continues after this.